What's up, Waymakers? It's me, Mommy Suna! And I do have to apologize this time around because last video I had my portable air conditioner running and you could hear it. You could hear it in the background. I'm sure you're gonna hear it again today. I'm sorry if you can hear a little low buzzing. Y'all, it's hot. And basically throughout the whole rest of the summer, this is just gonna be our life. So you're gonna have to deal with the background noise. This video is sponsored by me. Hi. Have you met Sav? Did you know that I'm streaming on Twitch now? Yeah, I got my Twitch up and running. The past few weeks I've been on and off streaming me playing World of Warcraft and just chatting it up. It's more so just like I want to chat with people, I want to talk to you guys, and then just giving you something to watch while I chat with you. So then you can watch me also play World of Warcraft. It's fine. If you want to just pop in and say hello and chat with me whenever I'm on, you can go to twitch.tv/SavannahMarieX. Go there and follow me, and you should get a notification when I go live, which right now I'm like once to twice a week. So I'm not monetized or anything over there, but I would like to be, so I'm working my way up there. So yeah, give me a follow, say what's up, come hang out. Okay, yeah, anyway, so the video you're watching right now, one of you guys sent me a link to the Zoom call we're about to watch. It was 100% public. I don't think there was even a password on it or anything. It was posted to this MLM's Facebook page. This MLM is called Senegence. It's more commonly known as the MLM that sells lipsense, the lipstick that burns your mouth like really, really bad. Yeah, that one. But hey, it doesn't come off. You need their special remover to get it off your face. The message that someone sent me basically was like, hey, Senegence has started a new kind of opportunity series featuring their CEO. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. And they said, well, have you seen Senegence's CEO? Have you ever watched her or listened to her or anything? And I was like, no, I don't know anything about her. They're like, she's a character. You need to watch this. I said, okay. So I popped in and recorded it, and that's what we're gonna watch today, this Zoom call. The Senegence CEO, saying that she's a character is putting it mildly. She's an interesting lady. And this was a few weeks ago that I recorded it, so I already don't remember most of the stuff she said, but I do remember just her saying shit like, I was like, what the hell are you talking about? So it's a good watch, and thank you for joining me here. And before I click play, please remember to leave your like on this video. Check and make sure that you're subscribed, because YouTube always unsubscribes people from me. And if you've never been subscribed before, then click subscribe. That's what's up. And also, YouTube loves engagement, so please leave me a comment either now or throughout the video or at the end of the video, whatever. Just your engagement is very important to making sure my videos get seen by people. And with that, we can click play. Let's go. Who is that lady?
You look great. Don't worry.
Thank you. No, is that a...
No, it's yes.
Pop-Tart's here, by the way. I got comments last time like, where's Pop-Tart? I don't know. She was probably sleeping, but she's here. Don't worry.
Joni, can you hear me? I would like to test your mic, if that's okay with you.
I can hear you.
Awesome. And you will be turning your camera on, right?
Yes.
Okay, you got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so this is Joni Rogers. She is the CEO of Senegence. And like she said, she's going to be turning on her camera and stuff, so we'll get to see her. And I also just want to point out how absolutely professional this is here to do this on a public, professional stream about the opportunity, trying to get people to join Senegence, and they're over here just like, are you going to turn your camera on? Can we test your mic? Hello? Can you figure this shit out before? Like, I know that when you're on a Zoom call, before you go in, you can test those things yourself before you go in. But no, let's all just do it live in front of everybody. Oh, hi, Pop-Tart.
There you are.
There's Joni.
I can hear you.
Look how pretty the roses are under MG.
Yes.
Perfect colors.
You have like people's faces here. You could be like, oh, you look so beautiful. This person, you look, and she's like, hey, I like your pictures of the roses. Those are beautiful. You know, I sell beauty products and all of you are sitting here wearing them right now. All of you, no, not as beautiful as those blue and yellow roses.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Like those beautiful flowers that you gave at the Journey Dominion Award night. Those are so gorgeous.
Weird.
I love them.
I love them.
Okay.
Yeah, you sound like you do.
You have 4 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you home yet?
I just pulled in and realized I don't have a garage door opener to get in my house because I just bought a new car and my husband has it. So that's great. Wonderful.
Did you buy a blue car?
Well, I was going to buy a blue car, but it wasn't in my price range. I actually just totaled my car last week. And so...
Oh.
Okay, I have to see if I'm assuming she's asking if you got a blue car because I would assume that the Senegence car program requires you to get a blue car. I got my Senecar is what it's called, a Senecar. Oh, yeah. Both new and seasoned Senecar distributors may earn their very own trophy on wheels and drive away a brand new car of their choice in the factory blue color. I'm sorry, but like, blue is not my favorite color of car. I would prefer not to ever own a blue car if I could help it. You can say the same thing about like the Mary Kay pink Cadillac thing, but I mean, I've said this before and I'm not afraid to say it, but I think the pink Cadillacs are cute. I like that color of pink. It's like a light baby pink. I think they're cute. I like those cars. Some people will think it's tacky, whatever. But then you have like Monet. It's like it's got to be, I think, a white car or white Cadillac or whatever. Arbonne is white. Like very basic colors. Senegence is like, no, you need to go pick an ugly car. Why would you pick blue? I mean, I guess it's like more uncommon than just like your basic kind of neutral car color, but like I feel like when my husband and I bought our new car, we were given 3 options. I want to say it was red, blue, and black. We ended up going with red because black cars in Arizona is just like not a good idea because like black absorbs heat and it's like you already have to pretty much wear oven mitts when you're driving. In a Phoenix summer, it's kind of the worst ever, so it's like having a black car kind of contributes to that. And we thought blue was really ugly, so we went with red. I guess it's personal preference, man, but like I would not want to be forced to get a blue car. Enough about the fucking car color. You must meet certain requirements in both personal sales and downline sales. The requirements are as follows. Place monthly cumulative orders of 750 PV or more for the 3 consecutive months in which you are qualifying. And that's PV, that's personal volume. That's something that you order or sell. And of course, if you aren't making those sales, then you might feel obligated to make those sales yourself to be able to qualify for getting or keeping your car. Downline sales eligibility, tier 1, accumulate a combined total personal PV and or first line QV qualifying volume from orders on your first level downline equal to 22,500 for the same 3 consecutive months. And then it just goes up from there. Yeah, you gotta have a downline that's big enough to be making that amount of sales. I guess it doesn't necessarily look like it's like a rank thing. It's more of your sales thing. It's a numbers thing. So it's like you might have 3 really good months and then like what happens if all those sales fall off after that? Then you're either making $750 in PV. I mean, that's just assuming that the PV is a dollar amount and not like a point thing. Sometimes it is. I don't know. Either way, what the fuck? And it doesn't say, they don't have like, it's got to be a Cadillac, it's got to be a Jeep, it's got to be, you know, this, that, whatever. They're just like, it doesn't matter what car it is, it's just got to be blue. This that I have here doesn't tell me how much money they give you for the car. Usually, like, because they've got these tiers or whatever. Go to the Senegence Distributor back office to learn more. So it's like, if you want to know how much we're going to give you for a free car, go to your back office. It could be like $250. Sorry, I was dwelling on that for way too long. I just thought it was interesting, like a blue car, like what the fuck?
Yeah, it was just me in the car, luckily. But so I guess I'm doing this meeting from my car because I can't get in my house after all that rushing around.
That
Well,
sucks.
you got gorgeous makeup, no problem.
Well, you know, I put it on this morning and I was like, I'm gonna not have time to touch this up. And look here, I really can't. I actually cannot touch it up. I can't get in my house.
Our products are amazing.
They're coming in hard with this. Listen, let's just say this for Senegence. At least they're like really hyping up the products first before anything. Because usually in these opportunities calls, it's not about the products. It's about what's the business opportunity. Doesn't matter about the products. How much money can you earn? That kind of stuff. So I'll give them that.
Okay, guys, welcome. I would love to see where are you from. So just go into the chat, put the state that you are from. And if you're a distributor, a blue heart. And if you're a guest, a red heart. Okay, make sure you do that because the guests will be participating in a product giveaway. So there's there, yes, our first state leader, certified trainer.
I was like scrolling through the chat on the side here looking for a red heart. I'm pretty sure I just gave up eventually.
Congratulations.
Yeah, because it got to the animals and I was just like, fuck it.
Just
Look at their all blue hearts so far. In all of these opportunity calls, it's always full of distributors. And it's like, this is an opportunity call. You're already part of the business opportunity. You're already indoctrinated. You're already a cult member, baby. What you doing here? This is not new information to you. I don't even remember how many people were on this call, maybe like 30 or something. Was I the only person there that was not a distributor?
and I'm your Senior Director of Sales and Training. I'm very, very excited to be here today. And it's always an honor to be able to introduce the first one, our first distributor, our founder, our CEO, Joni Rogers Cante. So, Joni, welcome.
Thank you very much. You know, the title that I hold most dear is first distributor. I love being a distributor of this product line.
Does that make anyone else feel like this is just kind of unfair to make the CEO also a distributor? Because like that's big competition. They always like to be like, oh, it's an equal opportunity for everybody. Everyone starts in the same place. Well, we know that's not true because like if a celebrity joins the same MLM as Joe Schmo down the street, the celebrity's gonna have an easier time getting sales and growing their business or whatever, even though they started at the same rank with the same PV, the same zero. One is gonna obviously have an easier time. Imagine having to compete with the CEO.
Because I'll tell you what, if you want to make yourself feel joyful, make others feel joyful. And by sharing this product, people can't help but feel joyful. They love it. They can't believe how beautifully it works. And then with the confidence that it brings, once they understand that it stays put and they don't have to worry about that anymore, there's nothing but joy radiating from our customers. So if there's anything I could do all day long that would edify myself and others at the same time, it would be acting as a distributor for this company. So this is the company's 23 years old. If you're new and you haven't heard this story, I actually had the idea for it about 10 years prior to opening it when my son was just an infant. I'm holding him in my arms. Their little babies reach up and they play with your eyebrows and pull at your eyelashes and mush all your lip color.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in the cosmetic industry and, so I always had cosmetics on. Every time he did that, I'd have to go, redo my makeup. So I just saw a picture of one of our older trucks as I walked through the office the other day. And one of our first taglines was lipsense, change the way you kiss. Because back in the day, when we were first introducing this product line to women, they'd kiss your, or they'd blow a kiss, or husbands and wives wouldn't really kiss each other goodbye. They go, and stop inches before their lips actually touched because they didn't want to muss their makeup. And moms weren't kissing their little kids.
I'm pretty sure people were kissing their kids 25 years ago, like regardless of the lipstick situation. I remember when I was a kid, my mom would kiss me and then she'd give me the whole I have memories of that. Like my mom did that just to wipe her lipstick off my face after giving me a smoochie.
Actually on the lips. And if they did, the kids would go, oh, mom, they'd wipe off the color because they just hated it. So we literally introduced to the world a way to change the way you kiss. Now we started kissing more often, more passionately, kissing in ways maybe we wouldn't have normally kissed before.
Does anyone else feel uncomfortable? Because I do. Because of Senegence, people put their entire mouth on other people more often. There's a very small amount of people in my life that I'm okay with having their mouth on me. And that would be my husband and my 2 children. And yeah, that's it. I don't want anyone's mouth anywhere near me except for them. The way she is describing this, though, it just gives me vibes of, has anyone ever seen Cry Baby, the Johnny Depp movie? Classic, great John Waters film, great Johnny Depp film, great movie all the way around. But there's like a scene where Johnny Depp is making out with the girl, just like, actually there's a few scenes of people just like making out like that. Those are the vibes it gives me. Like, maybe I'm just like super immature for being like, ew, kissing. But like, honestly, like, maybe it's just like the COVID thing. It's really made me like super germophobic to people. I don't want to be close to people in that way. And so like, just the idea of like tongues and like saliva, and I'm like, ooh, people, like, just stay away from each other. But maybe that's just me. Like, I'm a new germaphobe ever since COVID happened. But whatever, you do you. But I also don't think that Senegence is the reason why people make out with each other now. I'm pretty sure people were doing that with or without Senegence.
And who knows how many more people were kissing, maybe even when they shouldn't have been kissing. Don't know. I don't have real stories about that, but I can only guess. Anyway, that all came about because of lipsense, our long-lasting color. And it's very simple, but at the time, it was a very foreign idea to apply a product in one motion, not back and forth and back and forth, because when you do that with our product, you put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. So you just use one swipe. Obviously, I have pink on right now, so I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand. And by the way,
didn't she just say you don't go back and forth? Wasn't she just like, you put it on and then you take it off if you swipe back? And she just did that. And then like the lipstick did not do what she said it was going to do.
This is how we get business. We just, when we put lip color on our lips in the morning, we put our stripes on as well. And then we go about our day. And usually people are saying to us when they see it, oh, excuse me, you have something on your hand.
No one's doing that. Hey, especially if your stripes look as intentional as that stripe on your hand does, ma'am. Like, because that doesn't look like a mistake. That looks completely intentional. And I have never, like, okay, I've probably gone out with makeup on my hand like that because, like, I don't know, you go to Sephora or something and you, like, test stuff. You use the testers. You give yourself some stripes on your hand or whatever. Even at home, like, if I buy a new eyeshadow palette or something and it gets delivered to me, like, I will go through every color and, like, bloop, 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 swatch them just for fun because I like makeup. I'm sure I've gone out of the house with makeup on my hand before, even if it's like eyeliner or something, just because I was testing something out. Never in my life has anyone stopped me and been like, excuse me, you have makeup on your hand. Let alone if my makeup on my hand looked as intentional as that. No one would be like, excuse me, you have a large swatch of color on your hand. Did you know that there's something on your hand? Oh my God, no one's doing that. Does anyone else think it's weird to intentionally do this for this reason so that people will ask you, excuse me, why is there a stripe of makeup intentionally put on your hand like that? No one's doing that. And I think at this point, it's like, if you do see someone with makeup on their hand like that, it's pretty obvious they were swatching something. Like, you don't accidentally put a stripe on like that. So wild.
Or are you painting something? Or excuse me, ma'am, be careful, don't touch yourself because you still have lipstick on. Oh, this is lipsense. Have you ever heard of it? Well, I know I haven't. And then, of course, you let them swipe the color and see that it actually doesn't budge. So you put it on in 3 layers. Now, because you can put it on in 3 layers, and I said this last week, but I didn't know the exact numbers. So guess what? This week, I know the numbers. Every single tube, it's very affordable. So this is $25 a tube. And guess how many lip days you can wear with one tube? 125.
I highly doubt that, especially because, like she said, you have to put it on in 3 layers. Not only that, but come on, not everyone wants to use the same lipstick color every single day. So you would probably, if you're really gonna like switch up your life to this lipstick that doesn't go anywhere, you're probably going to buy a few tubes of it. And at $25 each, that is like a very premium price tag for lipstick. And let me reiterate, like, if you guys don't know, I'll link it down below, but I do have a video where I did try Senegence. One of you guys sent me a bunch of Senegence makeup, and I wore the lipstick, and just like everybody says, I had the same experience. You put it on, and it burns. It stings. It does not feel good going on. Now, I will say that once it's on, it truly doesn't really go anywhere. I mean, it stays pretty good. And that's why they also make you buy, I think it's called like Oops Color Remover or something like that. Like you literally have to buy a removal product to get this stuff off of your mouth. So, okay, it's very affordable, but you're gonna buy one tube of lipstick for 25 bucks. And then how much is their color remover? Let me look. And also, as I'm looking for this on their website, here's some stuff I didn't know. They've got skincare, they've got an anti-aging line, they've got treatments, they've got a men's line. I didn't know they had this many products. Foops Sense Cosmetics color remover is $20. It looks just like a regular makeup remover. Or you can buy color removing wipes, 30 of them, also for $20. That's pretty expensive, dude. So, okay, if you're going to buy one $25 tube of lipstick from Senegence, you're also going to have to invest in a $20 makeup remover. Because like that regular shit, maybe it'll like take it off a little bit, but like they're going to sell this to you. So there you are. You are $45 in the hole already after buying just one lipstick. And that's only if you just want one color.
125 days. Now,
I also don't believe that.
Because you can put it on in 3 layers, every 3 tubes, every 3 shades creates 27 different shades.
Oh, so what she's saying is you can so you can put red on the bottom, and then like the second layer you can do like pink, and then the top layer you can do like a sheer color, and then you're creating all these different shades. Wow. I mean, that makes sense. I see what she's saying, but like who does that?
And so 3 tubes not only creates 27 different shades, you use it for 375 days. That's a year's worth. 3 tubes is a year's worth with 27 colors. I can't even wear 27 different colors, and I'm the owner. So I'm just saying it's an incredible investment.
I think that might be a slight over exaggeration.
And it's a great value. And it also lets the inner artist come out in you. Okay, so obviously this call's to tell you about the product line, is to tell you a little bit about the company. The product was created with distributors in mind. It was created with me in mind. As a single mother and a woman who had to support my family, I wanted the chance to represent a product line that I knew that women everywhere would want, and it would be easy to sell because it really worked. And therefore, if it really worked and it was easy to sell and you didn't have to talk anybody into it, because there's no fancy footwork in trying to figure out how to get someone to buy it. I mean, it was just obvious. What is it I would want out of it? And what I'd want out of it is a 50-50 deal. I'd want the company to keep half the money, and I'd want to be able to make the other half for the market share that I built for the company. And that's how it's set up. So when you become a distributor, by the way, it costs $65, and you have to sign up underneath another distributor because the company was created for women.
Okay, so I'll give them this. $65 is a pretty cheap initial investment in MLM terms. Not sure what that $65 gets you, if that even gets you any product, but I don't know what she's talking about with the 50-50 thing, because it says with retail profits earn 25 to 100% profit, which how in the fuck are they making any money if the distributors are making 100% profit? That sounds like it's misleading in one way or another, but also like 25 is not 50. You get a higher discount if you buy or sell more as a distributor. It says if you have 750 PV, your distributor discount, which is the percentage of suggested retail value, is 50%, so you get 50% off. Distributor cost percentage of suggested retail value is 50%, and it says potential earnings 100%. I don't get what that means. How are you earning anything if you have to pay for the item? At the very most, you get a 50% discount. That's not 100% earnings. What? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm sure that there is like more of an explanation online for this. I could probably look it up and see what they're talking about, but go figure. Look, it's a fucking compensation plan that makes no sense. It's a compensation plan that is over exaggerating things. It's a compensation plan that's manipulating people, because at first glance you're gonna look at that and go, I can earn 100%? Wow. Then the company would make no money if that was the case. So what's the catch there?
To work and run a business from their home, from their office, from their salon. This is a tool for women to use to build security for their family. And by the way, I always forget to say this, but you can will your Senegence business to your heirs, just like I can will it to mine and have. As you're building a business, a customer base, a reorder business, and even a downline, you get to will that to your heirs.
I have never heard of an MLM who has done this. Now, maybe there's a catch there too. Maybe there's some sort of stipulation you have to meet in order to do that. I don't know. But that in and of itself is something that I've never heard of an MLM doing. So I don't want to be like, that's cool. But like in MLM terms, yeah, that's pretty cool. With Senegence, it seems like you get a pretty low initial buy-in, potential to make a decent amount of commission. Although again, I don't really necessarily know how that works. And also you can pass it on from generation to generation, assuming that MLMs don't just like get completely washed out. Which, by the way, if they do, and I think at this point the FTC is really making an effort to shut down illegal income claims, misleading income claims. We've seen a lot of the FTC trying to cut down on that stuff very recently. I think things are going to change for MLMs very, very soon. So it's like, if it ever gets to the point where these companies like just can't operate anymore in the way that they're operating now, then that business goes bye-bye regardless. If Senegence ever shuts down or ever stops being a multi-level marketing business model, you no longer can will that out to your heirs. At least if you have your own actual business, you can do whatever you want with it. But with an MLM, there's still stipulations that need to be considered. But at least they give you that option, I guess. But also imagine like if your mom was in Senegence and she's on her deathbed and just like, I want you to have my MLM business. I would be like, Mom, please no, you don't have to. No, it's fine. You keep that. You can take it to the afterlife with you. It's fine. I don't want it. Like, who wants to take on that burden? It's not even your business.
Like, how incredible is that? If you're going to do something,
sorry, I just got the chills.
Why not spend your time doing something that you completely control and that you can pass on?
You don't completely control it. You can't set the prices. You don't have a say in what colors you offer and what products you offer. You can't completely control this business. You are a multi-level marketing distributor. You are a 1099 subcontractor. You are not a business owner. You don't have a say in any of this shit. That's misleading, what you just said, ma'am.
To your children. And they can just pick up and continue to make it bigger and bigger and bigger as the company continues to grow around the world. So anyway, you have to sign up for $65 with the person who invited you to this call. And this is what you get. This is an NDK. Now, this is pretty clever, actually.
NDK, I believe, stands for a new distributor kit. Wow, look at that tacky ass alligator skin. Oh, but at least she's going to tell us what you get for the $65.
I thought it was pretty clever. It's a big notebook. It's a 3-ring binder with pockets in it. See these pockets? And this is what you get. Inside this binder, you get sample tubes of product and, of course, sample sizes of some of the other products.
Those tubes that she has on display right there don't look like sample tubes to me. So again, here it is misleading. Unless they're full-size products that you get and she just misspoke or something like that. But those are not sample size. Those are full size.
You get beauty books. You get a book called $1 Million Lips. I'm the author of it, and it is good business practices and how to prepare for business.
Again, that's misleading. That's setting an expectation that like the moment you get this new distributor kit and you open up this notebook, you're gonna be like, $1 Million Lips? I could be a millionaire with this product? Wow! And you're not going to. I wonder how many millionaires have been made by Senegence in the past 23 years or however long they've been out, but I can't be that much. I don't even know. Do they have an income disclosure statement? I am not seeing an income disclosure statement, but Truth in Advertising does have an income claim database of Senegence, so they must be making income claims all over the place for there to be a fucking database with it. But let me see what happens if I Google how many Senegence millionaires. No, it doesn't say anywhere. There's like really no place on the internet to find any information or to verify any of the information she's saying here regarding how much money you can make or how successful you can be. You can't find any of that on the internet. There's no income disclosure statement. I mean, at the very least, like with Mon8, they're like, we've had 70 something millionaires, which, you know, really isn't that impressive considering there's been like 500,000 distributors or something like that. To have 70 millionaires, it's like, ooh, wow. I can't imagine that Senegence is being any more successful in the creating millionaires category here than Monet. There's no way. I would like to know that. I would like to have an answer to that question, but I'm not seeing it. They don't seem to be very transparent about how much you can earn with Senegence, which is less than a lot of MLMs can say. Because, you know, a lot of MLMs will release an income disclosure statement that is still misleading and still shitty, but at least they have one. Senegence doesn't even have the respect for its distributors and potential recruits to give you that information. So
You get some beauty books and receipts and lots of other things in here. Lots of paperwork that you get to read and begin to use that will teach you more about the company and the product line, and pieces that you can pass on to your girlfriends and your family members who are interested. And then I would recommend putting a calendar in here. And now you have disposable applicators and all the things you need for a demo. And if you can put some calendar pages in here, now you have your business and your schedule for your business all in one easy to access binder that can fit down in your tote, or you can have in the seat of your car and just easily take with you wherever it is you go. So that is $65.
at least that's more organized than the starter kits that most MLMs give you. I'll give her that.
And it's called an NDK, a new distributor kit. Now we have a bigger one, a more sophisticated kit for those of you who know you're going to be doing makeovers and you want to learn the whole makeup thing. Those are called demo kits, GDK. So GDK, I forgot what the G stands for. Can someone tell me what the G stands for?
This lady fucking made this company. It doesn't even know one of the initial buy-ins. Ma'am, this is your company.
Glamour, aren't they? Isn't it Glamour?
Glamour. How could I forget that? Okay, a Glamour kit. Anyway, they have a selection of most of the products in it and lots of sample sizes. So that's the upgrade kit, and it cost I think about $195, something like that. Okay, so anyway, it takes just a little bit for this product to dry, like within seconds. And as you're walking around your day, you let people talk to you about this and try it out, and then set up a time and a place that's convenient for them to try the product.
She's like making this sound like, oh yeah, it's so easy. People will ask you about this every day, no matter where you go. What if I'm an introvert and I never go anywhere? Talk about getting out of your comfort zone. It's just like, if you're gonna be part of Senegence, you gotta put your stripes on so that people will ask you questions throughout your day. But no one's gonna ask you questions unless you leave your house. So no hermits here, baby. You can't conduct this business online, because then who's gonna see your stripes and come touch your hand?
And trust me, they're gonna fall in love with it. Now, in this NDK, the tube, there's 3 tubes of color in the NDK, which is of course 375 applications of it. No, it's 360. I'm sorry. The first time was 120. One tube is 120 lip looks. So 3 tubes is 360. So with that NDK, as you're doing demos and selling the sets, you can create $23,400 in sales just with an NDK, just with the tubes that come in the NDK.
How? Even if that math does add up, that's like best case scenario, right? Has anyone ever made that much money just buying the NDK? I'd like to know that, and my money's gonna be on no, because the math, as Angelique says, the math ain't mathin'.
Tell me, what kind of business can you start with $65 and begin to build your asset and build your earnings and your returns like those type of numbers and that kind of multiple? It's absolutely amazing. So again, if you want to sign up, you sign up with the person who invited you to this call, and she's going to teach you all the things you need to know on how to demonstrate the product so that you can begin to share the products with others. And depending upon how much you sell, if you're selling just a tiny, tiny bit, you make a 20% profit margin. if you're selling, a pretty average amount, which I think I'll find out for the next call is something like 7 sets, then you're at a 50% profit margin. So you'll want to just consistently share the product so that we can split the money, which is the way that it was set up to be. If you like to build a team, which about 10 to 15% of our girls do, then there's another set of income you can earn that's about a percentage of the proceeds of their sales.
Okay, so she admits that. When she says that 10 to 15% of people in Senegence choose to build a team, is that by choice or is it just because it's like actually impossible? Okay, obviously it's not impossible if 10 to 15% of people are doing it, but I think that just speaks volumes. I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are people in there who are like, I don't want to build a team, but you're really going to tell me that any Senegence distributor, if you approach them and say, I want to sell Senegence too, can I sign up? None of them are going to say, no, I don't want to build a team. No, of course they're going to say yes. 10 to 15% of people in Senegence have recruited a person, is what I'm hearing. And maybe, you tell me if I'm understanding that wrong or if I'm just like assuming things wrong, but to me that's what it sounds like. So when you join this MLM, you basically have a 15% chance of recruiting a person, tops, of recruiting one person, let alone $1 million lips, making $1 million. You're not going to do that without a huge team beneath you, but you only have like a less than 15% chance of recruiting just even one person. Please.
That the company pays to you on a monthly basis out of our 50%.
Ooh, look. There's one person in the chat who dropped a red heart. That's the first one we've seen this whole time. Everyone else has been a blue heart. Okay, I guess it wasn't just me in this chat. There was at least one other person.
It doesn't come out of your 50%. It doesn't come out of their 50%. It comes out of our 50%. So we calculate what that is and we send you a check. They're called downline commissions, because you've helped us expand our market share by sharing this with other people. So it's got to be a fair deal all the way down the line, and it's got to be really simple to replicate, which it is. So, and in talking to you more about that, and so that you know that people are actually doing this, I would like to introduce you to one of our amazing leaders who has an amazing life, who kept us informed in a way that no one else did during our COVID stay-at-home restrictions, because she's just a fantastic healthcare worker.
Hi.
So tell us what you do.
Other
than Senegence.
Other than Senegence, I am a neuro-ortho trauma nurse.
And she was very, very busy these past 3 years, if not even before. And she was telling us all the inside scoop on what was going on inside the hospitals when none of us could actually get in. So thank you so much for keeping us informed, and was actually the inspiration for us to create a program that we still are engaged in today, which is to put together sets, little smaller sets. They're pretty substantial sets of products that consist of skincare items, hand creams, lip balms, glosses, moisturizing glosses, and those type of products to hospitals and first responders all over the United States.
Nurses do not need your multi-level marketing bullshit. Nurses need people to not freak the fuck out because of COVID policies. Nurses need people to be kind and respectful when they are working their asses off, working 80-hour weeks, trying to keep people alive during a worldwide pandemic. Nurses need to not be afraid of being shot up. I'm looking at you, Tulsa Hospital, that just got shot up like a week ago. Nurses definitely need to not be afraid to go into work out of fear of losing their lives, whether it be by gun violence or by coronavirus. You know what I bet nurses would probably like? I don't know, buy them lunch. And by buy them lunch, I don't mean give them your fucking Arbonne meal replacement bars or some shit. Cater lunch for them. I don't know. Do something kind and nice for them. That doesn't include giving them a tube of lipstick. You know what else nurses need? A raise. Nurses need more money. You know what else I think nurses would probably like if you got your fucking vaccines? ones, not just COVID, like your flu shot, anything that's going to keep their workload and their anxiety down, I would assume that they would want you as an individual person who has nothing to do with them as an individual person to go out, do your civic duty, and get vaccinated. I think that's what nurses need. And there's probably other things I'm missing too. Nurses need their jobs to be easier. Nurses need less anxiety. Nurses need support in that way. They do not need lipstick.
Fact, I just saw a report where over years 2021 and 20 and 2021, we sent in excess of $10 million of products to distributors like to distribute to their local hospitals. So thank you.
You also know that there are male nurses, right? And not to say that men can't wear lipstick, because they totally can. I follow lots of male makeup artists on Instagram, and they are beautiful human beings. But I guarantee none of them want to wear your fucking bullshit Senegence. Guarantee that. And if you donated $10 million worth of lipstick to hospitals, you know what would have been more useful is if you just donated the $10 million to hospitals. They can do so many more things with that money than they can with your tubes of lipstick. I don't get this. And you know what? Oh, the more I think about this, the more it fucks me up, and it makes me so angry, because ultimately Senegence Huns are doing this because obviously they're gonna throw their business cards in there with them too, right? So it's like, this benefits them too. And this is what I always say, like, if you're going to do something nice for somebody, don't do something nice because you know you're gonna get kickback from it, because you know it could benefit you too. Do something nice because you want to do something nice, not because you want to gain something from it. Hello? Because here's what they're banking on. They're banking on, you know, giving them this special Senegence chapstick or whatever the fuck, and a tube of lipstick, probably some oops remover, and banking on them being like, damn, I really like this stuff. Who gave this to me? Oh, here's their business card. Let me go to their website and order more. That's why they're doing it. They're not doing it to be nice, because if they were doing it to be nice and to support nurses, they would just donate money. They would buy them lunch. They would do whatever they can to bring their workload down, whether it be voting for legislation that benefits them, or just generally doing your civic duty and keeping yourself out of the hospital when it's something that can be avoided. That's what nurses need.
For being the inspiration for that, and, you know, a big voice in that movement. So tell us how, as a busy mother, you're also a pet mother. I love your doggies too. And a professional, how do you blend your career with Senegence into your very busy life?
It's kind of a combination of things, I would say. Staying very organized is probably number one. I have to make sure that I set days and times for, you know, certain parts of my business, depending on what I'm working, because I have a team also. So not only am I working my personal business, but I also want to grow my team and water the team that I have so that they can grow.
Water the team that I have. That is such a weird way of saying that. We always hear people like, water your garden. Like, I feel like there's another MLM that's constantly saying, like, referring to their team as like seeds, and then they grow into beautiful plants. Like, I don't think it's Senegence. I think I've heard this somewhere else, so I'm not sure which one it is. Water your team. Take a team meeting to a swimming pool, babe. I get what they're trying to say. It's just such a weird phrase. Like, why would you say it that way?
But, you know, so I separate those things out in the time that I am home when my kids are at school. But also I involve my family too a lot. So my little girls love doing lives with me, love doing makeup. They love help packing my orders.
I love exploiting my children for free labor. I love making my kids pack orders for me so I don't have to do it myself. And then I give them $5 in allowance every week. It's so great. They love doing that. I love exploiting my children, and my children love being exploited. Ugh.
So it kind of becomes a family business too. You know, I send my husband to the post office more times than he probably wants to go.
Then stop sending him and do it yourself. It's your business, right? Fuck.
But he knows that it's taking him to Turks and Caicos in 4 weeks, so it's fine. He's fine with it. But so just kind of a combination of staying really organized and planning out how I'm going to get everything done in the hours that I have, so that I don't find myself scrolling Facebook for 3 hours, which I'm sure we're all guilty of. And so that's I think that's what I do. I just stay really organized, but also include my family so that they don't feel like, oh, mommy's working and she can't talk to me or she can't hang out with me. It's more like we can just all do it together.
It's more like I only want to talk to you if you're helping me run my business. 5-year-old child. You want mommy's love? You gotta work for it. Ew! Oh, that makes me so upset hearing her say it that way. Oh my God.
That's so great. It's so wonderful.
Great? I think we have different definitions of the word great, but okay, especially when it comes to family dynamics here.
To be able to, from your home, mentor good business habits and organizational habits to your children.
I would hardly say that joining a multi-level marketing company is a good business habit, but go off.
And you mentioned Turks and Caicos. I know you've been on several trips with us. Ladies, we are a mature direct selling company. Debbie just got a new car. It's not blue, but we have a car program called our Cinecar, Choose Your Blue. Once you're building a team based on the size of that team and the volume, of course, the company is happy to make your car payments. And then we have a couple trips, incentive trips that you can earn throughout the year based on sales. One of them is solely based on sales and the other is based on sponsoring. So
I would guarantee that whatever one she's talking about that's based on sales, those sales can probably also come from your own pocket. I mean, either way, even if they're like, no, it has to be a customer sales, what is stopping anybody from going to get a disposable Visa gift card and using that to buy Senegence products from yourself? Even these MLM incentive trips that are just like, oh, 60% of your sales have to come from actual customers. And it's like, your MLM does not know if you go out and you use a disposable Visa credit card to buy it and then, like, I don't know, ship it to your mom's house, ship it to your sister's house, open up a PO box and ship it there. Like, you can find ways around those kind of like restrictions, if you will. And you know people are doing this. You know they are.
You can partake in both, or you can do one. Or the other. You can't really do just one or the other because one kind of leads to the other. You're kind of stuck with 2 trips a year. I mean, Debbie, that's kind of a hard place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really rough.
and let me tell you, nothing's like a Senegence trip. I mean, it's first class all the way, and we always have a great deal of fun.
I'd be shocked to hear that they pay for travel to get to whatever destination, because most MLMs don't do that, let alone pay for first class travel for you to get to your destination. Oh, sounds like, if I had to guess, that's either misleading or totally not true at all.
Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to sit and chat with us. I hope you find your garage door opener.
My family just pulled up, so they're going to let me in at the very last second.
They're going to save you. So, thank you so much for sharing with us today.
And Joni, as always, thank you. You were amazing. And Joni, thank you for also have the vision and for being the first one. And 25 years after, you still here leading the chart. So guys, thank you for being with us. We love you. God bless. See you next week. Bye-bye.
There we are, friends. So that was it there. That was the opportunity Zoom call. What a doozy. I mean, honestly, like, I've sat through a lot of opportunity Zoom calls with MLMs, and I haven't shared probably like 80% of the ones I've been to. Mostly because, honestly, they're boring. Like, a lot of times they're boring, but this one was anything but boring. I think a lot of it was really interesting, and that's why I felt like I wanted to share this one with you. It was really good. But hey, let me know what you think. I'm sure you already have, but if you haven't, let me know how you feel already. Go ahead and leave me a comment now. How do you feel about that opportunity? Would you join the opportunity? Because I don't know. And now we can thank people. Oh, also, don't forget, go subscribe to me on Twitch or follow me on Twitch. Not subscribing, because subscribing costs money, and I also am not monetized on Twitch yet. I'm trying to get monetized on Twitch. Go follow me on Twitch so that when I go live, you can be notified and we can hang out and play World of Warcraft. And now we can thank my patrons and my members. Guys, the list of names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. They get early access to videos. They'll get early access to this video. We have a postcard club. Lots of fun stuff. So if any of that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/Savannah Marie, or you can click the join button beneath this video to join my YouTube members. It's all the same. Whatever you feel like joining, whatever platform, just it works for me. So whatever you want to do. With that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Janelle Pratt, Katrina Rosemerick, Cecilia Dudek, Christy Taylor, Elizabeth Wyatt, Eve Blondo, Nitty Dragon, Kutch Squad 2.0, Leanne, Meredith Nakata, Ryamu, Sheila Tapia, Tiff C, Turd Ferguson, hashtag Get the W, Weatherington Law, Alice W, Amanda Shannon, April Lindblom, Boris Geller, Daniel Urena, E. Higgins, Jerry Duncan, Hannah Morrison, Hanimal Crossing, Heidi Haw, Julia Wheeler, Kim Cartwright, Critter, Maddie Darley, Marley Fletcher, Ray, Tiffany, Tuesday the 13th, Rebecca Wadsworth, A. Riker, Indie Author, Laura Jensen, Mitchie84, Vegan Chicky Nuggy, Carol Jenks, Colin F., Jess Kronfeld, Emion, Kazi, Auntie Lou, Krista Scantlin, Little Birdie, and Fallon Lowry, and to the rest of my wonderful financial supporters, thank you so much for being here and being you. And even if you're not a financial supporter, thanks for making it to the end of this video, for leaving your likes, for leaving your comments, and subscribing. Thank you for all the things. Keep making waves, babes. I'll smell you all later. Mommy Tsunami.